Hello and happy Sunday. Welcome back to my episode. And First of all, I would like to thank you 1,000 times for your support after my last episode, where I explained why I have to split the videos of English and Swiss German. And it was really a good decision because the views increased immensely. I have around 100 views for the English episode and nearly 350 views for the Swiss German episode. And that's mind-blowing for me because the very first maybe 3 or 4 episodes I made, I had around 150 views, and then it dropped down to 75, 80, something like that. And it dropped down every episode, so that's why I decided to split it. And now, wow, yeah, it really brought something, and I'm very curious how it will be this week with this episode, if I see the same effect again, or if it also starts to drop a little bit. But I think it was the right decision. Especially I realized that also a lot of my Swiss or German followers didn't saw that it splitted the video, the episode, that the first part was in English and the second part was in German. So now with 2 separate episodes, it's perfect. Now everybody find his favorite language, and it seems to work. So, but let's go to the things why you are here, because I guess you are here because of knitting and not because of numbers on YouTube, right? Okay. This week I really took a long break from the shawl. I already knitted 3 times and started last weekend the 4th, but it started to bore me, and so that's why I just made 1 pattern repeat so far. But of course I will finish it, and I will figure out if it's now the size where I use 1 skein and not only half or 1.5. So I will not forget about it, just was in need of a break. But now the part would come where I can check if I made the chart correctly with the decreases. So now it starts to become a test knit for myself as well. So concentration has to be here. And if I'm bored about the pattern, I can't concentrate myself. So I brought in a little diversity in my knitting, and that's why I took out of my knitting basket this sweater. Let me show you. Maybe you remember, it's made with Pamir fine fiber cashmere, and it's in a half linen stitch pattern, and as it's quite oversized, it's really oversized. It took time. It's button up all in the rounds, and so a huge number of stitches on the needles. But finally I reached the point where I can separate the front and back. But as you can see, I have all the stitches still on the needles and working still like in the round, but with a separated front and back. So it means I go right side row, I do the front, I do the back, then let's go back on the wrong side with purling. And that's why I have 2 yarn balls attached to my knitting. But like this, I really do the same amount of rows for front and back and not miss counting anything. So on one side it feels like it goes faster now, but if we are honest, it takes the same time like in the round. So not really speeding up my knitting, but that's okay. Yes, so maybe I can finish it during the summer now and making the pattern ready then as well for a test knit. But of course I can't wait to wear it. And the yarn, the cashmere, is so beautiful to knit with. So I really, if you get in your favorite or local yarn store your hands on a Pamir fine fiber cashmere, check it out, and maybe you can buy one for yourself just to treat you a little bit. I just can recommend it to you really strongly. It's a very nice. It's, of course, if you touch it, it doesn't feel the same like if you would have Cardiff cashmere in your hands, because it's spun differently. But while knitting, and of course as soon as you wash it, it blooms up and it gets really soft and really nice to wear. Yes. And then I really didn't know what I could tell you all this Sunday, because I didn't fulfill that much my plans. Something else, I got back the pattern for the Lilybeth sweater last week from my tech editor, and it was great. I had no math problems inside. I calculated everything correctly. Just he said how I explained the body of the sweater wasn't so clear, and I tried to explain it in a better way, but sometimes that's quite a bit a hard job for me. First of all, to explain what I mean, and then also to explain in another language, which is not my mother tongue. So that was a bit, woo, how should I do it? But I added also a little graphic to explain it with a picture, as probably this is easier also. And I send it back to my tech editor for a read through. Hopefully he gives me now the okay that it's clear. And anyway, next week, Monday, Tuesday, I will translate the pattern into German and will make the testnator call. So I'm in a good mood that maybe with next weekend or in 1.5 weeks, we could start the testnet. And what else? In the back, you see my candy sweater. Candy sweater is a very, very good beginner intarsia knitting beginner project. It's knitted in Fonti Ombel. It's a thick mohair, silk mohair, and it's really cool because you can finish it within a weekend. It's nearly knitting it by itself, and I thought I will test knit my pattern also, but I really have to say I'm the worst test knitter ever. I also thought I'll make this time a single color version, just all the same and without the intarsia. This yarn is from Colori Naturali. It's plant dyed yarn, but with the yardage like Ombel, so a perfect match. But when I started with the pattern, or I made the cast on and started to knit the back, and after maybe 5 centimeters I realized that in the pattern there is some shoulder shaping and I forgot it. So I then had to decide, should I rip it off or leave it? I was too lazy to open it again, so I left it as it was, just finished the back, but now I made the shoulder shaping on the front. I think that will work as well. Of course, due to this, the back will be more up than the front, so there will be, because now the back is coming a little bit more to the front probably, but I don't mind. But yes, you're on the safe side if you can read. I can't. So, and I don't remember anymore what I wrote in my pattern, so don't tell it anybody, but never ask me to test knit for you, because I'm really a worse one. So yes, as you see, it's really a quick knit. I started yesterday with the fronts, left and right front, and already connected under the sleeves, and now I'm on the lower body part. That's only 16 centimeters, and then I already can make the border. So it's really a nice fast knit, and I really like such kind of sweaters. It's sleeveless. Oh wait, it's really sleeveless just because it's oversized. It comes down approximately here, and in this non-summer weather it's just perfect because it's a thingy you can just slip in, and it's not like a full sweater, but it's not so hot, but it gives you warmth. And if it gets hotter outside, you just throw it away, and you can also put it or fold it nicely small to put into your handbag when you're on the go. So this one is nearly ready for release. I just need a photo shooting to make some nice photos, and then I will, or I have planned to release it on the 22nd of July. It's Monday in a week, and then with a little special surprise, but this I will tell you next Sunday. So now that's all for this week. I hope you liked it. Yeah, give me a like, maybe a comment, and I wish you a very nice week. Hopefully you have a little bit of summertime or summer weather where you are. I'm not sure if we get next week a bit, but I hope you have it. So then have a good night. Have a good Sunday and a good week, and see you next Sunday. Bye. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.